Coming to you live from Hell Entertainment Studios. Sinner Sundaze. With your hosts, Diggz and aGrace.
Never tell me I can't be what I want. The come up was so clean and bitch, I came here from the mud. 856, I can't forget where I was raised and where I get love. You hopping on that stage, you ain't saying shit, get unplugged. Okay, my piece ain't seen me lately. I've been trying to change the game, baby. Work on my shit and stay legit, make a name lately. They say I changed, maybe. That's just how the game made me. Another day, another death, trying to maintain lately. Let's do it, stay moving, put the show in, I'ma prove it. They talking shit, but my skull is thick, you can't get through it. No, only time you pulling cards is Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Say you underground, but you all commercial like the Super Bowl. I could act a fool and close to being stupid though. I lost some friends, I lost my mind, and I ain't losing hope. Yeah, you know who I do it for. Got a voice and I'ma use it. Ain't got a choice, make a lot of noise straight to your phone from the studio. Let's go. Welcome to Illville. Coming soon. Get your pre-order on mnestore.com.
I be gone with the wind, gone with the wind, gone with the wind. I be gone with the wind, gone with the wind, gone with the wind. I be gone with the wind, gone with the wind, gone with the wind. I be gone with the wind. Every day I'm in grind mode. Homie, check the lingo if I say it is final. Ain't a killer, but we playing in a game of survival. They be hating what I'm making, and I'm taking the high road. You in this set, I'm the pesticide.
What the fuck do you know about Gibby Stites? You're gonna know about him later on tonight. What's everybody? I'm Diggz.
I'm Ashley.
We are fucking back, Sinner Sundaze. It's been some months. We took a hiatus for the summer.
Oops.
We had some shit going on.
We're busy.
We were busy. And before we realized that, we were like, shit, it's September.
Yep, but we're back, and that's cool. We actually did, over the summer, something really fucking awesome. We went to Astronomicon.
As you can see back there, the banner, Astronomicon 4. Sorry, I'm fucking hyped to be back. So I'm going to stutter a lot tonight.
Cool, I like
I'm going
it.
to fuck up my words.
I'm down.
But we keep low
Same.
budget looking fresh. So stole that from B Loco.
Anyways.
Welcome back.
We're here. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for sinning with us on this
Lovely.
Sunday. On this, not sunny, but it's fucking raining.
It's a little rainy.
But it's Sunday. It's Sinner Sundaze.
It is. And we're excited to be here.
Fucking glad to be back. And since we're just coming back, let's all give you a reminder. Mark Helltown Tees, keeping everybody looking fresh and in their fresh swag and apparel. And hit him up, mark at helltowntees.com. Thank you for being a dope-ass partner. We appreciate you, homie. And
Yeah. The banner was fresh.
Banner we had over at Cage Titans. If you saw Cage Titans 48, you saw us and our boy Andrew doing some interviews. Check that out over on our YouTube. youtube.com/hellentertainment666. And a big shout out to Jackson and the crew over at Sanctuary Tattoo Emporium, keeping us all looking fresh with our ink design. And some of us have fishnet tattoos on us now, but hey.
Yeah, I sure do, Joe.
Not on her arms, it's on her leg.
I'm not paying attention. Just kidding. I'm morphing into a fishnet.
I could see that happening. Just a full fishnet tattoo.
Fishnet. Yeah. Think about it.
Anyway,
so yeah, we drove out to Michigan. We drove
14 hours
to Michigan.
14 hours.
We drove there and back. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Pennsylvania sucks because we decided to leave at like 10 at night, and it was just Pennsylvania. But we found that really cool diner.
Yeah, we found
a cool diner. It was American.
The American Grill. I got a picture of it. I'll find it.
Fucking
little fucking hole in the wall.
It was bomb. And it was built in 1944, which I really fucking thought was cool.
And it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation.
Other than that, we fueled ourselves on energy drink and zebra cakes. So
zebra cake rolls. We had the rolls, and those. And
I can't talk about those.
This is in your
bring me
words.
joy.
Zebra cake rolls hit differently.
They hit. I can't even. There's no words.
Zebra cake stops. Zebra cake pit stops.
Zebra cake pit stops. Yeah. So we drove and we got there Friday. We both just like died for a minute. We're like, cool. And then like we're like up and down literally for 5 minutes. We're just like,
time to go.
Lay down. Now we're up. Let's go.
Go get some grub. And we went.
Did we?
We got Applebee's.
We did go to Applebee's.
Got some drinks, got some grub, and headed over to Astronomicon for the first day.
It was so good. It was so good.
Before we go into the Astronomicon recap, we're going to bring Gibby in a little bit and talk about Astronomicon, what he's going on. But let's not forget about Ohio and the cornfields. The endless amounts of fucking cornfields.
This motherfucker sends me a gif of corn, like cornfields, just waving away, and he goes, "Figured you missed the sights." Like what?
Those are the sights of Ohio.
It was barn, corn, trailer park, corn, barn. It is beautiful, I will say.
It wasn't.
Ohio's like beautiful. Like I think, like Pennsylvania. Ohio's flat, like Pennsylvania, but
Pennsylvania just sucks. There's no
it's
scenery.
just highway.
That's all it is. Highway and
Ohio's
trees.
beautiful. Definitely.
At least Ohio going into Michigan, you get some sort of variation between cornfields, and then when you hit Michigan, you get some sort of the city, a little bit here and there. And
Yeah,
shitty
well, and then
roads.
we went to Michigan, and the roads are like,
Massachusetts roads.
but like worse.
Oh, as far as like turning and going places,
It's like
fuck
oh,
that.
you need to go. It's like highway, quick 5 lanes to get off your exit. Don't
It's kind of
die.
like kind of like driving in New Jersey, where you can take a left-hand turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gibby. Oh,
But yeah, I wanna.
and we drove home in a hurricane. Well,
And
not
then yeah, on the way home, we went like up and around. We didn't go the way we came
because of the hurricane.
Cool. So I'm like my 6th hour. I'm like we're top of the mountain in between
Ears are popping.
yeah, like Canada, New York, and I'm just like I want to get home. And then it was like wall of fog.
Oh, I forgot about the fog.
Couldn't see shit. It was just like we're both just so tired. And I'm just like, I'm like, we're almost there.
But props to us too. We only stopped once for fast food and one way on our
On the way
trip.
home, we're like, we got a cheeseburger.
I was like, that sounds dope. McDonald's, here we come.
Yeah,
Trust
no,
me.
literally energy drink, zebra cake, and on Saturday before Attack of the Ninjas, which I can't wait to talk about. We had a peanut butter and jelly
Picnic.
grass picnic.
It was hot as balls, but we'll get into that in a minute. We are going to bring Gibby in a second. We're going to play a little clip from his video Pressure. When we come back, Gibby will be joining us, and drop your comments, drop your questions, and we got a giveaway to talk about later on too. So stay tight. We'll be back.
Yeah. Look, it's not. No, it's not that. I'm busy. I'm busy. We have a studio at 6, and I gotta get ready for this fucking show tomorrow. Look, I'll be there at some point. No, it is not like that. Hello? Hello?
I always put the pressure on myself, not on anybody else. Always had to work some more, no matter how my body felt. Always trying to find a way, always worried about my wealth, never worried about my health. I'm so hard on myself. I'm so hard on myself. I'm so hard on myself. I don't hear, don't see no evil when I'm chilling with my people. Most would say that we ain't shit, but I like to think we all are equal. Lately, man, my mind ain't peaceful. Always thinking about the come up. When I can't sleep, I find a beat and get to writing till the sun up. Every moment wasted tastes so bitter. Ain't no winner taking L's. That made me jealous. They hate on me. Oh yeah, go figure. You can never criticize me harder than I do myself. Got a fucked up mind, but I use it well. Not lucked up, trying to make the music sell. I know I've been making moves, paying dues and staying true. They ain't never worn my shoes, and I don't know what they've been through. Never kept.
That was Pressure by this man who is joining us right now, the one, the only Gibby Stites. How are you, my friend?
I am good. I am great. Thank you for having me. And nice background, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to
Both-
Illville, coming out soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into all that Gibby Stites stuff shortly, but we're gonna go. We want to do the quick, not maybe quick, but we want to get into the Astronomicon recap first.
Yes.
Then we're going to learn all about Gibby Stites and who you are and all that good background information that you don't want to give out that we're going to pry out of you.
Oh, amazing. All right, I'm here for it.
So this was your first Astro being on MNE, correct?
Yes, my first Astro period, actually.
Oh, so was ours.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I had a great time. I didn't know what to expect going into it, and it was just amazing from start to finish. Like everybody I encountered was great. I managed to stay busy the entire time. There was no point in time where I got busy where I got sleepy or whatever. I feel like I probably slept like 4 hours the entire weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel that. Yeah, but like you said, everyone was just start to finish. Like everyone was just so cool. Like it was just good vibes the whole fucking time. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, and we didn't know really what to expect either. We knew it was a con. And you figure it's kind of like every other Comic-Con or horror con that's around, but it was different. Everyone was so accessible, from the staff of M&E to all the artists, and everyone was genuinely just happy to be there. There was no drama, no bullshit, and it was just off the charts. Happy to be there. Everyone was just happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was like the bottom line of the entire weekend was just like genuine joy from everybody to just I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I think this was like my second event like post COVID where there was like a lot of people and a lot of fun going on. Because I did like a grind mode event like a month or two ago and I did a show then. But with that said, to something of this capacity, I haven't been anywhere with this many people doing this many activities, and you're allowed to be around this many people in over a year. So I don't know if that played a part in everybody being so happy. I think it was just like a big ass family reunion type deal in a lot to ways.
I agree.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this was I think both of our first encounter with people, to your point of that mass of since the pandemic happened. And you know, it was a little worrisome at first, but you know, there were people there, they were wearing masks, we were wearing masks, and the good part, you know, everyone was respectful if you were wearing a mask. There was no bullshit. There was no like, why are you wearing a mask? It was just genuinely good feelings to be there. So shouts out to MNE and Mike and Dustin and all them behind the scenes putting that shit together. But
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to all them, man. They worked their ass off for a long time putting that thing together and seeing it come to fruition, which again, they've done this. This is their fourth time, but I didn't see the first three, you know? So getting to see this one in person and how well everything really flowed, you know, like I thought it turned out great. And I was really proud of the whole fucking team. I was like, man, you guys did great.
So what was the highlight for you, as opposed, not Attack of the Ninjas, but as far as Astronomicon goes, what was the highlight for you?
Honestly, the highlight was a random moment that like I didn't plan, and that was Dirk Manning wanting a copy of my Bacon Boy comic. I did not see that coming at all. I was looking forward to meeting Dirk and getting him to like maybe sign something or whatever, but then I'm walking through like his area where his little table is, you know, and he's not there. I'm like, all right. And then I see him across the way. And I'm like, do I go approach him? Do I go say hi? Do I bother him? Because he's not at the booth. You know what I mean? He's like walking around. And then he spotted me and called me from across the room. And he's like, Gibby, can I get one of your comic books? I was like, how do you even know I have a comic book? You're the comic book guy. Yeah, I was like, you're the comic book guy. How do you even know about this? He was like, I follow you on social media. I was like, yeah. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I didn't even know Dirk followed me, which is funny as hell. But so with that said, I followed him back to his booth, and I wound up trading him a copy of the Bacon Boy for a copy of the Twisted Haunted Highons Darkness Rises big old thingy thing. And yeah, we took a nice picture together, and that was like the highlight of my weekend that I did not expect to have. You know, just him wanting to buy my comic. But aside from that, to be real with you, getting to see so many of like my music homies that I had not met in person yet, like the Horror, for example. Shout out to John, Grady, and Jeremy, my motherfucking bros right there. Getting to meet with them, I had already met Red, but reconnecting with him, that's my homie, my long lost bro that I don't get to chill with too much. So all of that was like, honestly, like I know I'm supposed to probably, hold on, I'm plugging my laptop I should have done this sooner. All right, cool. I just saved the day. I almost died. Y'all don't know that. But with that said, like I know the highlight is probably supposed to be like, oh, this famous person or whatever. But to be honest, like just chilling with the fam, meeting so many people who have like purchased my CDs or said nice things about me online, and so many people who wanted to smoke with me and this, that, and the third. And like those were honestly the highlights of my weekend, was like just being around such a family environment.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
What was your highlight of Astro?
I was trying to think. I feel like there was just so many. All right. Well, probably just when honestly Monoxide was like, "Yeah, cool tattoo," and I was like, "Me."
Yeah, he
just
called
like
you.
walking.
He called you out on your leg.
You're just walking. He's like, "Yeah, leg," and I'm like, "You talking to me?" That was pretty fucking cool. Just because like I wasn't in line to meet them or anything. Like I was just walking with the rest of the crowd, and he was like, "Yeah, you." And I was like, "Oh shit." That was cool. That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
That was the great thing about Astro, is like those kind of opportunities. You could just be walking and a Jamie or a Monoxide or a Dirk Manning or whoever could just happen to be across the way and notice you. And it's like, oh shit, we're all just one out here. We're just mingling. This is great.
I felt that like we're all just like one. I met some really cool people throughout the entire week.
I had so many people would see me like in the hallway or somewhere, and they would be like, "Oh, I don't want to ask you for a picture right now. I want to wait till you're at the booth." I was like, "You do not have to do that. You can get a picture anytime you want. We can go get lunch." I had lunch with so many people. Like I think I had like 3 lunches per day. It was insane the amount of lunch I had.
Oh, I mean, I gotta say, I guess I have two favorite parts of Astro.
I know one.
So the first one was Friday night. I think they were both Friday night.
Friday night was awesome.
It was a good night.
So for everyone that's watching, if you want to go and get your shit done before the lines really start, go Friday night to go meet your celebrities and your peoples.
Key.
Because the lines on Saturday and Sunday, no. Fridays is where it's at to get that quick in, out, done. But
That's what she said.
ooh. But for me, it was Friday night. We're walking in, and the Blaze and ROC are sitting in the booth, and we walked up to him, and Blaze is like, "My podcast people."
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit! Yeah,
because we had Blaze on a few months ago, and for him to recognize us from that and then acknowledge it was like, shit, this just made me feel good, because I've been following Blaze since I was like 19.
Right, that's so fucking dope.
And then the other one was I was actually talked to Jamie. He did a video for her husband, my brother, Scarecrow Hill, the video War. I don't know if you saw that video.
I don't believe so. I got a lot of catching up to do on other people's music.
So Jamie did a verse in that. And I walked up to him like, "Jamie, thank you for doing that for him. That was awesome." And then we just walked the hall for like a minute, just talking about the video and all that. And to be able to just sit there and just shoot the shit with Jamie like he's a normal person, because he is. But
absolutely.
But in past experiences and other events, I'll call it, he was never that accessible to just shoot the shit with. He was always surrounded and go. So
right.
The shout out to MNE and everyone behind the scenes to making everybody so accessible and everyone feeling equal.
Well, that's what's cool.
That was the part.
What I think is about Astronomicon. Like that part was so fucking cool. Like it wasn't like a concert where everyone's chilling backstage until it's their time to come do a booth.
Exactly.
And literally got to play basketball with like everyone there. Like that was so cool. It was just a very family-oriented time in that.
You and ROC were trying to spin basketballs on your fingers together.
Oh, what? That's like legendary underground story right there.
I forgot that. I did. I walk up to him like, "You spin?" And he's like, "I can't do that." I'm like, "I can't do
You
that."
spin. You just walk up to ROC. You spin? Like, yo, you're honestly reminded me. There were so many highlights that I forgot about.
I know.
Like I remember Saturday night after Attack of the Ninjas, going back to like get a shower real quick, and by time I left my hotel room, it's like 11. I don't even know what the hell time. It was later than that. But I have text on my phone, and it's like Al Azul. They're like, come to our hotel. There's a party over here. I'm like, bet. I'm on my way. As I'm leaving my hotel, there's like Lex and Blaze and Bones Dub, and they're all just politicking. As Lex called it, they were parking lot pimping, just having their own little party out there. And so I'm like, they see me running through the lot, and they're like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to party with Al Azul." And "Oh, you too good to party with us?" So then it's like, I'm partying in the parking lot with Bones Dub and Lex and all them, and then 30 minutes later, I'm over here with Joe Black and Bill and Lee, and again, it's just like the entire time, all these people I'm speaking about, like they're the artists and stuff, but like they were just out and about, like you said, so accessible. Like I'm literally leaving the hotel and just like it was points where I forgot I was one of the artists, to be honest with you. Because I'm bumping into people like Blaze and Bones, and I'm like trying not to, you know what I mean, ask them for autographs and shit. Like,
right, for sure. Yeah, it was like every day was just awesome, and each day had something different to bring too, which was fucking cool as hell.
And even you had a Lex experience. We met Lex in the hallway, thanked him for coming on, because we had Lex on last season, and thanked him for coming on. And she went back in to do something, maybe hit the little girls' room or something. And Lex is like, "Yo, podcast girl, come over and do a shot with me."
He was just like,
yeah. Shout out to Lex, dude.
Hell yeah, definitely.
But to your point, I mean, when you start thinking about it and going through pictures and going through video, how much shit that actually went down that you just kind of either ran by or you forgot you did that.
And it's like, how many shows do you go to that happens? And really none. It's almost like comparable to like a festival or a gathering or something. You know what I mean? Where just people are really out there for the whole damn weekend. The artists, like you said, they're not hiding in a hotel room waiting for time to go on stage. It's a whole weekend thing. Like every day when I woke up after my hour and a half of little bit of sleep that I got, I literally would I would look at like the 3 schedules, because I got like the schedule of things I'm supposed to do, and then the schedule of like the actual, like the public schedule.
Yep.
And I'm just looking and I'm just like, all right, I have to be here at this time, but I'm going to be there like an hour early because these dudes are cool as hell. And like, you know what I mean? Like there was no point where I was like, oh, I need to chill, man. I need to like lay down for a little bit, dude. Like, no, I was like, I need to be here. There's cool people over here. There's weed over there. There's food down here. There's comic books and clothes over there. It was so dope, just all weekend.
One thing I am pissed that I missed was pop-up shop Dustin.
Oh, I miss pop-up. You know what? I was doing a pop-up shop as he was doing his and I didn't know. Like, we didn't communicate on that level. So I kind of like left Attack, and I was like, yo, pop-up shop in my hotel room, whoop, whoop, come through. And I dropped my hotel room on Instagram, and as I'm sitting there doing that, everyone's like, yeah, I gotta hurry up and go see pop-up shop Dustin. I was like, what do you mean? I didn't know that was fuck, I'm missing that.
I mean, for everyone that's out there that's watching, listening, you know, because we put the audio up on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, all that for the streaming people. Astronomicon has something for everybody. When I say everybody, they had a kids cosplay contest, and those kids were the fucking cutest.
I know. Like
showing up in their little superhero costumes or whatever it was. It really is something for everybody. And if you're worried about other adults, if you want to call them, showing up dressing slutty, call it that way, there's not a whole lot of that. No, I'm saying for the people that but I'm saying for the people that want to bring their kids, there's not a whole lot of teenage that people come up and dress up as other cons and things like that. So Astronomicon is something for everybody there.
Yeah, it is pretty family friendly. Like, for the most part.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Family friendly.
Like I would say family friendly, but also you don't like there are things, you know, like they got the horror trivia, like, you know what I mean, like you can do the horror trivia or the Juggalo trivia with Blaze or Al Azul, but then you can go and your child can participate in the child's cosplay contest, or your child can be in the game room where they have game contests going on all day every single day. So it really is, there's like something for everybody. They have the late night horror movie screening for the 50 lucky people who got ticketed, cool. You know what I mean, and got to go watch a movie with Twisted. Like, just so many things. Oh man, the Zool family photo. That's another highlight of my weekend.
Tell us. I read your post on that. So tell everyone what happened with that with you.
I almost missed the Zool family photo. It was Twisted seminar is from 4 to 5 p.m. Bill tells me be at the front of the hotel at 5 p.m. for the photo. So I'm like, this is perfect, because I'm thinking the Twisted seminar, I thought the tent I was at was the front of the building, because I'm just really high at this point. So it's like 4:59 and Jamie and Paul are still talking. And I'm like, all right. And they wrapped it up like right at 5 on the dot. And I jump up and I go to run to where I thought the photo was and nobody is standing there. There's like 2 dudes just standing there like smoking cigarettes. And I was like, do you know where the family photo is? And they were like, no. And I was like, do you know where the front of the building is? They were like, other side. I ran through the building. I think this is the only time the whole weekend that I didn't like stop to talk to anybody. Like I ran through the building, ran past the front desk lady. She looked at me like I was crazy. And as I got outside, I see them literally like posing for the picture. And I was like, hold on. And then Bill was like, Gibby made it. And it was like a Baywatch moment. I felt like I was running in slow motion. Like, yeah. Fucking hug Whipstick real quick. No, I don't know if I actually hugged Whipstick, but you know what I mean. Ran in and I made it. And my favorite part of that picture is I'm dressed like a big ball of cotton candy. And it's like so many like dark shirts and masks and stuff. And then I'm just in there cotton candied out. Like, yeah.
That's perfect.
I made it. But for real, man, like getting to really witness like the Zooligan family and the love and everything in person for the first time. Because we've been in quarantine for so long. I had never even seen AXE perform live up until this weekend. Mm-hmm. So, but getting to be out there and seeing all the 8-leg shirt designs and just all the masks and the different variations of the mask that I didn't even know existed, the Forever Face, and just the love that everyone shows. It was fucking amazing. And I was embraced so much. I'm just so happy, man. Shout out to all the Zoligans. Shout out to Bill, Lee, Joe, Rick Mole, everybody over there, Whipstick and 8 Legs and all of them. Can't wait for camp.
Hell yeah, shit's gonna be dope. So, out of the celebrities that were there, we're gonna wrap up Astronomicon here. Who were you most excited to see? Did you get to see the one that you were looking forward to?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really didn't. I don't think I met any of the celebrities. The people I was looking forward to meeting was like Blazy Dead Homie, and I met Blaze. Looking forward to meeting ROC, and I met ROC. Was looking forward to meeting the Horror, and I met them. I like Dirk Manning. Like I really. Like I didn't meet Shannon Elizabeth, and I meant to. I wanted to, but I didn't do that. That's the one person I wanted to meet. Jay Muse, of course, and he we all know couldn't make it. Damn it!
That's what she was looking. That was the one she was looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to say it, but I'm just gonna say, yeah, I was looking forward to meeting him the most, to be entirely honest. So, so when I got there and I saw his little video, I was like, look, I'm happy you're making the movie, but I don't.
Wicked sad.
Yeah. So at that point, again, it's like I'm a music dude. That's my thing. So I was you know what? Also, I was happy to meet Tom from Brain Dead Customs. Like I'm a nerd in the sense of like, I find a clothing brand and I just fan the fuck out. So Brain Dead Customs is my shit. And like getting to meet them and buy some merch from their booth and all that. And yeah, to be real, I'm kind of boring in that aspect, man. I don't have this list of like celebrities that I really want to meet. It's more like rappers and producers and stuff.
No, absolutely. I get that.
That's how I feel. Like the horror seminar was pretty cool. Like talk those, 4 legends of horror worlds.
That was cool to listen to.
That was cool to listen to. But like I agree, meeting the artist to me was like what I really wanted to do all weekend.
I mean, you know me. I'm a huge wrestling nut. So to meet Mick Foley on Friday night and have him sign my Funko Pop, that was.
Well, yeah, that was big for you.
That was big for me.
I think meeting Lee Carver was probably like the coolest because he just like he talks like a wrestler and he really talks like that. And he gave me all this cool advice and it was so inspirational coming from him because he sounds like a wrestler. So he just sounds like he's supposed to be like, yeah, you go do this, brother. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go do that. You damn right I'm gonna do that.
He's a good
way.
He's a motivational speaker.
He really is. Like honestly, like the amount of thought that he had like put into me and my music, I expected them to be cool. But for them to actually have been knowing some stuff about me, I was like, this is fucking dope. Like, and motivational.
Excellent. So keep on the lookout and keep your ears open. Astronomicon 5, I'm sure, is in the planning stages now. You're going to want to get there.
It might be in February, though. They were talking about.
Yeah, I know it's a Twisted seminar. They want to bring it back to the winter. I'm not too keen about that and driving.
Really, I prefer the winter. I ain't going to lie. I prefer it. I hate the sweat.
I just hate the snow. Like a good fall one would have been a good.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, February isn't that good because then you might get a snowstorm and people driving in. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, they should make it they should just make it March. I think March is cool.
Or just do it in October in the fall.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got Fright Fest. Won't
That's a
take
good
away
point.
from that. I get it.
Well, they could always combine it like they did with Attack this year. Have Fright Fest be, throw some extra Halloween vibes on the Astro and whatnot. And all right, I'll see what I can do.
I was going to say.
Work that,
I'll
Gibby.
talk
Work
to
that.
I think you know some people.
So before we get on to Attack of the Ninjas, we did tease a little bit. We're going to do a giveaway. We have 2 pre-ordered copies of Gibby's comic book, Bacon Boy, that we're going to be giving away. And the way you get entered into the raffle is you have to go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/hellentertainment666, and subscribe to the page. And we will pick 2 winners off of new subscribers within the next week or so. So go like, share, subscribe to the page, and get yourself entered in to win a copy of Bacon Boy, which the first edition sold out, the first print.
Yes, the first print sold out within like 12 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the first
And
day.
there's something real original with that first print. I believe there's 2 typos.
There are 2 typos in the book. So I'll give the full story behind the typos actually. I wrote the book and then I drew it in stick figure format. Like I drew the entire comic book as stick figures.
I love that.
I found a guy, my dude Oscar, he's from Argentina. The guy who illustrated it for me. So with that said, there was a little bit of communication barrier where I sent him my drawings and then he sent them back. And yeah, there was like 2 typos. I think the word sound was spelled sounded. Like one of the kids said, that doesn't sound like mom, but instead it was, that doesn't sounded like mom. And there was one other typo, but I remember reading this. What upset me was I was like, damn, I'm the writer. Like I'm credited as the writer. So when people read these typos, they're naturally going to be like, damn, Gibby don't know English. That's why. So I hit up my boy Justin and I was like, yo, fix these typos for me, please. So yeah, the reprint, the first edition was kind of like a prototype. The people who got those first 50, like that's the rarest, probably like the rarest comic book I'll ever put out, because going forward, I don't think any of them are only going to be limited to 50. Well, this variant cover is limited to 50. But as far as being the first pressing, I didn't know how people were going to respond to it. I didn't know if people were even going to care about my Bacon comic, which is great, by the way. It's hilarious. You should really check it out. But me being a rapper, I'm like, are people going to care about this? So the 50 was just a prototype. And to my surprise, they sold out within like 12 hours. But that gave me the opportunity to now be able to do a variant cover, do a re-release in a bigger volume. And also now I can work on issue number 2 with peace of mind, because working on issue number 1, I almost felt like I was wasting time. Like I'm drawing these stick figures and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? You're supposed to be making music. Like, so knowing that it is sold and people cared about it, now I can make number 2 and not feel silly about it, if you would, because it is a comedic piece, but it's still, we need comedy. Like comedy needs to exist in the world, and the people who make comedic pieces are still serious about their art. So with all that said, y'all should really go subscribe, man. You want to win those copies. You want to win them. The pre-orders are live right now, and I can't say how many of the second print. Pretty much every time it gets reprinted, you're going to know, like, they'll get less and less rare, Like that first edition, it's got the typos, so it's rare as shit. The second print is going to say second print on the back, and it'll say the month and year it was printed. So if it does get repressed again in the future, you'll know if you got the first, second, or third and all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so go like, share, subscribe to our YouTube page. If you don't win, or if you want other copies or the variant cover, go over to GibbyStites.com and get your pre-orders over there.
Yes, he's got it right down there. Oh, and shout out to Javon Jordan, Illest Illuminati, who made the variant cover. Dope as he's a dope rapper and he makes his own comic books too. He's a dope artist and rapper. So shout out to him for hooking up that variant cover. There's only 50 of those ever to be printed. The variant will never be printed again. That variant in particular.
So go over to GibbyStites.com and get your covers.
Yeah. Shit's going to be worth money.
Fucking right. So we talked about them moving Astro and all that to the winter because it's sweaty.
It was sweaty, man. My hat.
Attack of the Ninjas was sweaty.
I don't think I've ever sweated so much in my life.
I think I lost about 10 pounds in sweat at that show.
I was told that at one point it was 108 degrees on the stage. On the stage, not even in the crowd. The crowd is hotter because of all the people. So think about that. The stage was 108 degrees where we're performing.
Well, yeah, you got all the lights beaming on you. I think Jamie was sweating before he even laid out his first vocal track.
Yeah, I was sweating before I got on the stage. I was sweating watching Red perform.
Yeah,
Like,
watching.
Yup.
The whole time, yeah,
it was a hot experience.
Blind Pig though, because I played.
Yeah, Blind Pig was dope.
Dude, shout out to the guys who wear masks when they rap. Like, shout out to all the dudes from Zool, and shout out to Whip and 8 Legs. Like, I don't know how the hell.
Well, and like even makeup twisted. Like, you can't touch your face when that shit's on. You just gotta let it happen.
And then you got Blaze up there in a long sleeve jersey. Like, motherfucker, how you doing that?
Bones Dub was wearing a hoodie, bro. I was like, you performing in that? He was like, yeah. I was like, you a soldier, dog. Holy shit.
Literally,
it was a dope hoodie though. Shout out to that hoodie. I got one. I got the same one somewhere.
So obviously this Attack of the Ninjas was a lot different than last year's Attack of the Ninjas because you guys you did a live stream with Attack of the Ninjas last year because of COVID.
Yes. And that was my first show with M&E was a live stream show. I was like, life is so weird. I'm so happy to be here digitally. Like,
I thought the show was fucking off the hook this year. Everyone was on point. The sound was great. The Blind Pig was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fucking packed in there, like absolutely packed. And
everyone was cool too. Like, you know, especially trying to do photos, like moving around the crowd. Like, everyone was wicked cool. Definitely.
I will say there was one point where I'm outside during East Side Ninjas, and I hear them performing a song that I need to get to, and I run inside, and in my mind, I was like, this is the only time I ever thought this too. I was like, I'm Gibby Stites. I bet I can get to the front of the crowd because I'm on MNE. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, hell no. When Twisted was on that stage, they don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I went to run in. I was like, yo, they're doing Past the X. Can I get to the front? They were like, nah, you can vibe right here with us. We're like, there was no getting through. I was trying to push my way through and shit. No.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I stayed for Past the X, and then I had to go right back outside because it was so hot. Like, the people like y'all you are troopers. You stayed in there taking photographs somehow. Like,
he planted himself.
I didn't fucking move.
Like, kind of near the wall, but still around people. And I'm like,
he literally glued his feet to the ground.
He did. He did not move.
And I'm a big guy.
In like 15 minutes, run away, run back, or something.
Well, there was a point where a pit broke out and I got hit with my camera. I'm like, nope, camera's going back to the car. And I'm like, you know what? No.
Yeah, you did say you're like, going to the car. I'm like, what?
I'm like, nope. I'm gonna go find me a spot. I'm gonna plant my feet somewhere where I'm out of the pit because I don't like to pit with my camera.
I only went in the pit one time.
And you gave me your shit to hold like a bitch.
I did because I didn't have to hold it the whole time, so I did it one time.
I know John Hellhouse from Oh the Horror performed in the pit, and it was one of the dopest shit. It's some of the dopest shit I saw all fucking night, bro. When Oh the Horror was on the stage, I turned my head for like 1 second, and when I looked back, John was not on the stage. And I was like, where the fuck is John? And then I look, and he was in the crowd. He walked around and was in the crowd where the mosh pit was going down. Or I should say where he was trying to get the mosh pit to happen, because he kind of kicked it off. Like, you look over, and there's like 2 people trying to get something going down, and he just jumped off the stage, ran in there, and got it popping. With the mic in hand, he dropped the mic at one point, kept singing. You could hear like the fumbling for the mic, like all the people are trying to grab it for him and shit.
Yeah.
And then he grabbed it, then they pushed him back on stage, and like 10 minutes later, he did it again. I was like, he's a fucking madman.
And speaking of John, real quick, we hope you feel better soon, brother. I know he's dealing with some issues right now, so much love, respect. Get better soon.
Yes, absolutely, John. Hope you feel better, bro. Much love. Sending my Gibby energy from New Jersey. If you watch this, which I'm sure you will because you love me, get well soon, dog, so we can work on some new music. We need your vocals sounding all beautiful and shit, you know?
Fuck yes.
Odahar kills it. Shout out to Odahar. They'll be on.
They'll be on soon. They're they're coming up to Providence to playing soon.
Oh, get out of here. They gotta come out for my show. What? I didn't know they were coming to Providence.
Yeah, they're coming
it's on the
end of October, I believe.
Oh, nice.
With Saving Vice.
Dropout King, Saving Vice. Yeah.
So make sure you go check them out. Oh, the Horror. Find them on all their social medias.
Yeah. So they killed it.
They
Ninjas.
Yep, they killed it. So unfortunately, we came in with like your last two songs because the way Astro and Attack of the Ninjas overlapped. So I apologize, but
Hey, there were some good songs though. Those two were good.
they were bangers, absolutely. So we'll be sure to catch you a full set soon. But your thoughts performing in front of that crowd?
Oh man, so many things going through my head. I'm like, oh, this person's singing the word. Oh, a lot of people are singing the words. Oh shit! All right, stop thinking about them singing the words because you're gonna fuck yourself up getting hype right now. You know what I mean? I actually got advice right before I went on stage on accident. I forget who's. I want to say it was Whip from Famous Fun Time Guys when he got off the stage. If it's not him, then I'm sorry, but I'm gonna credit him for it. Somebody told me though, they were like, "Man, I try to look above the crowd." You know what I mean? Like, so I don't get like lost, you know what I mean? Like staring at whatever. Because if you're looking at the crowd, you might see some shit. You might see a pair of titties or something, and then you're just like you're losing all concentration at that point. So I remember getting on stage and starting my first song, and I was looking at it in the faces of everyone, and I started getting overwhelmed by seeing people knowing the words, you know, because some things I write are emotional to me or whatever, and you don't know how people are going to respond to them and blah blah blah. So I'm up there, and for the first time in a long time, because I haven't really performed in like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I've seen people sing my words before, but not that many, not like half the fucking room. You know what I mean? So seeing that, it hit a point where I had to start just keep my eyes going everywhere. I was like, I can't focus on one person because I'm gonna get like too personal.
Trip yourself up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start thinking about some deep shit up here or whatever. So with that said, my mind as I'm up there is like, oh, you're not paying enough attention to go to this side of the stage. Go to that side of the stage. Do a spin real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Don't forget to bring a water, because I'm going to tell you something. I went up there, I brought a water, and I lost it. I don't know what happened to the water. No. I went the whole 15 minutes without drinking any water. And
it evaporated because it was so hot in there.
Big facts. Exactly. By the time I got off the stage, Murph was holding a water for me. Like, he was like, dude, I had this the whole time. I was like, I wish I knew.
Can't see anything, but thank you.
But with that said, yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know. The thought process going on stage, there is one, but when you're on stage, for me personally, there really isn't much of a thought process. It's all acting on feeling and spur of the moment and just like try to keep your breath. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never, like, I don't forget my words. I know my words, but that's my main thing is like the stamina. You're really trying to keep your breath. So.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Because I also, like, I don't have a hype man, like the way that I perform. Yeah. Also, it's like, I'm not to get too lyrical miracle on people, but like, I'm from New Jersey. I'm real close to New York. And it's like, I grew up on like the Locks, Jadakiss and people who, you know what I mean? Like the way we rap out here is like, we typically rap over instrumentals, you know what I mean? Like not much backing track. Like we want to be heard. So a lot of my focus when I'm on the stage is getting my words out in a clear manner. Whereas some other performers, and this is dope, and I look up to them, you know, their main thing is like jumping around and getting, you know what I mean? Like more movement based, which I need to work on a little bit in my opinion. But my main concern is getting the message out as clear as day. So when you hear that shit, it sounds as close to it did on the record.
Love that.
Absolutely. So
was that your sorry?
No, you're good. You're good. She does it all the time.
Not true. Was that your first show performing live since COVID and everything?
That was my second, actually. It was the second one. The first show, I went to South Carolina at the end of June. I was with Grind Mode Cypher. I did a cypher out there, and we did a show at the same time. And that was kind of dope. It was like that show, that was another show where like some people came out, and I saw people singing Long Day and I'm Good. And I didn't expect that because I'm going to this Grind Mode event in South Carolina. You got to remember, I got signed to Magic Ninja during quarantine. Right. I'd never toured out of the East Coast before. So going to South Carolina, I'm like, nobody's going to know who I am down here. And then we actually had like Magic Ninja peeps in the building at the Grind Mode event. I love that. Like, to me, it's like cross-platforming. You know what I mean? Because it's like these are two strong underground factions, and now we're getting together. And so, but with that said, this was my second show. But honestly, it was like, it was the first show in a lot of ways. It's the first Magic Ninja show. It was the first show that was sold the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely sold the fuck out.
Sold the fuck out. And then my set was long.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. So it was a different vibe, obviously, being an Attack.
Yeah, it was like I don't know how to. I want to say it was like less chill on the nerves, if you would. You know,
Okay.
like the grind mode show was like, all right, we here. I'm gonna do this. The Attack of the Ninjas was like, oh shit, we about to do this. Oh shit. And then when it was done, it was like, yeah, we did that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the whole show was just sick. It was just sick.
Yeah,
Everybody
the whole
killed it.
the whole
I don't know how
lineup.
to say, it was just sick.
Like honestly, because I watched, like I said, I watched the first like 6 acts, and then I got too hot and I had to go outside. And then once I'm outside, I'm caught up smoking with people, signing stuff, taking pictures. I wound up I only went back in if I heard certain songs through the wall that I had to catch, you know.
That's
like,
fair.
Like, oh, they're doing past the acts. I'm not missing this. Ran in real quick, you know, and oh shit, ROC's coming on, run in real quick. But I caught Super Famous Fun Time guys kicked it off. Dude, their set was just crazy. Just the fact that like they had a dope intro and a dope outro. Whipstick brought this fake gun on stage and he pretended to shoot himself and he was laying there dead, and it was like just real entertaining and theatric. But then you get Red coming on and they perform 2 Signs, the hit off of his last album, and the whole fucking building knew the hook. Like it was crazy. Like they would cut off the beat and you would literally hear the entire building, all 400 people singing that Red song. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, it was just dope. Everybody fucking killed it. Oh, the Horror, Buckshot, ROC, just goddamn Lex. Dude, Lex and his hype man. Lex's hype man, Kid Savage. Shout out to him. I met him over the weekend. Great dude. They had a killer set as well.
We met him too at Astro when we talked to Lex, and he's like, "Don't worry about my name. I'm just the Asian kid everyone forgets about."
I know.
I'm like, "Oh, dude."
Nah, man, shout out to Kobe,
Oh,
aka
man.
Kid Savage. I remember your name.
He was fucking rocking it on
Yeah,
stage.
he was awesome.
Dude, he's all over the place.
Absolutely.
Follow
Like,
it.
Trying to get a picture of him, like, can you just stop because you're getting my pictures in blurry?
Yeah. Like, bye.
I went up to him at the end and I was like, I never thought I really wanted or needed a hype man until right now. Now I'm kind of jealous. Like I'm kind of jealous of what you just did up there for Lex. Like that was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
So taking it back, quarantine, you get signed by MNE. I see it and I'm like, who's this Gibby Stites guy? So I get in contact with a common friend of ours, Stray from Sky Swamp Orange. Shout out to them with their new music coming out.
Yes.
He's like, yo, you got to check out Gibby Stites. He's off the hook. So we check you out. You're on MNE. How did that come about with you getting signed by MNE?
Bro, first off, shout out to Stray, Sky Swamp Orange. That's the motherfucking dude. He been fucking with me since before I got signed, and I've been fucking with him for the longest too. So shout out to all the Sky Swamp Orange. I've told the story a few times. I try to like keep it as short as possible now because there's so much that could go into it. But the main points are this. It's like I was putting out music for a long ass time, for like 8 years or so. And in 2019, I think it was 2019, I entered the Welcome to the Underground MNE Beats contest. God sent through a contest. Up until then, like I had been a fan of Twisted since I was like 10, 11 years old. When I was like 10, that's when like the Wraith Shangri-La was coming out, just to give you guys like some kind of
Damn, I feel old.
I hate to do that, but I'm just saying, like, I want to give you some kind of perspective to.
No, I get it.
Because when I say I've been listening, because some people will say I've been listening to Twisted since I was 10, and people are like, "Oh, most tasteless," and I'm like, "Oh shit, no." All right, look. So I want to, give some perspective there.
Fair enough.
So with that said, I've always been a fan of that scene, but I always thought I would fit more on like a strange music tip. You know what I mean? Like I honestly didn't think, because I don't paint my face, because I don't really rap about horror themes too much, I didn't think Magic Ninja would give me a look. This is being real. So for years, I never sent them a demo or nothing like that. And then they had this MNE Beats contest. And the way I looked at entering this contest, I was like, well, if nothing else, I'm getting a beat from Godsend. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
Exactly.
So I entered the contest for $10, $20, whatever it cost. Honestly, not expecting to win. I'm not even expecting to come second or third place. I'm just wanting to get this beat from Godsend and get a little bit of shine. Because I'm just doing contests at that time and shit. Sure enough, dude, like Godsend picked me number 2 in the contest. When he picked me number 2, he hit me up and told me, he was like, bro, a lot of people from the label like helped vote and they had you in their top. Like George liked you, Dustin fucked with you a lot. And just hearing this and seeing the reaction from the Magic Ninja crowd, I was like, oh shit, they actually fuck with me over there, even though I'm different. But then I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, what is Twisted's whole thing? Being different. just because I'm a different form of different, like it's amazing to think we can connect on that wavelength. So with that said, I did that contest, and then I won beats from that contest. Used those beats to make an EP called Channel Surfing. And then I saw Twisted come into my city. I saw Boondocks coming nearby, and I opened a couple shows. I met Jamie at the second Twisted show I opened, and I asked him and Paul to sign my arm. Like right here, I got their autograph tattooed on my arm. Because I didn't plan on meeting them. I bumped into George, and I kind of had a dialogue with him from opening shows and stuff. And I was like, yo, can I meet the guys? And he was like, sure, just come over here. And kind of took me to the meet and greet room and let me meet them. And Paul was like, do you want something signed? And I didn't have a seat. I didn't have shit for them to sign. I was like, sign my arm. I'm going to get it tattooed. So with that said, the next day I got it tattooed. I tagged Jamie on Instagram, and he commented, and he was like, yo, it was great meeting you, bro. Keep on grinding, and followed me. And then I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? So for the next like 6 months or so, I just have Jamie Madrox following me on Instagram. And I'm like he's liking all my posts, and I'm trying not to question it. I'm trying not to ask him what this means. Skip forward a few months, I got hit up for NetFest. I did a thing on NetFest, and then George hit me up. Right after NetFest, George had hit me up, and he was kind of like, yo, man, like we've been checking you out for a while. Who manages you? Who does this, that, and the third? And I was like, I do everything right now. And then from there, it was like, fuck it, you want to work on an EP with Jamie? He's really excited to this. Actually, they had Jamie call me. Like the second time,
Damn.
Yeah, like Jamie called me, and I was like, oh shit. And he was like, yo, dog, I want to work on this EP with you, whatever. Like, I want to really make music with you. I'm excited to rap with you and shit. Like, I like your style, and you remind me of myself. That was the part that got me the most. I was like, so the whole way it went down, it's like when I do that, I said I was going to keep it short, but I actually threw a lot in there because thinking about it, I want you guys to have the full scoop here because I get so flustered in interviews. You get different parts of the story in different ones. You know what I mean? But there was a whole lead up though. A lot of people think, oh, he did NetFest and then he got signed. But then a lot of people are like, well, no, he opened for Twisted the October before that. And then it really goes all the way back to MNE Beats. Like it really goes back to that contest. Shout out to Godsend. He gave me that confidence to, keep opening them Twisted shows and all that shit, knowing that. And it's wild to think about that. Just 2 years ago, I thought that the scene that I'm in and that I've always been a supporter of and all that, like I thought that they wouldn't accept me. And now I'm out here just like getting so much motherfucking love that I never expected.
Well, and to your point, I mean, Twisted and MNE and all them, they're all about accepting the people that don't feel like they belong.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there's always a home for someone within that camp, regardless of your style, your flow, if you paint your face, if you don't paint your face, there's always something there for somebody. So congratulations on that, man. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
And, thank you so much. And it's still just wild to even think about because just being on Magic Ninja was not something I planned. Definitely not like this soon anyway, to be honest with you. Like I had like a blueprint of my head, like in my head of where my career would go. And anybody giving me that kind of look was still like 3 years in the future. Like in my mind anyway.
3 years into the 5-year plan.
Yeah, like I it's weird to talk about it like that, but I really do. I write shit out in such a weird way where I'm like, within 3 years, you'll be doing this. Because I like to speak things into existence. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. It must be like really cool to work with such a team as Magic Ninja. Like they just seem like you're always busy. Everyone on the label is always busy doing something.
Precisely.
There's always new content happening. Like it's
and awesome. Even through the pandemic, you guys put out so much stuff to stay connected with the fan base, and there were a lot of bands and groups that didn't do that, and that's a huge shout out to you guys for keeping that connection going.
Dude, I mean, thank you, because that's one thing, too. I think it's like half of the label now, we have our own podcasts and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a thing that a lot of us started doing because of the lack of shows, and we wanted to have at least one day a week to kick it with the fam and all that and let people ask questions or whatever. But now we're coming out of the time where we're going to start doing shows again, and I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm going to continue doing my podcast because it's just become a part of what we're doing. Yeah, it's just become a part.
Sundaze was birthed in COVID.
I think so many great podcasts were, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The Live Scream, Tuesday Night Terror, Gib TV, formerly known as 13th Wonder Wednesdays, RG Damn Pod, and Hell Entertainment. Like,
We're doing
In the
it.
pit.
It's awesome.
So let me ask you something, Gibby. We were on Chuck's podcast for his millionth stream.
Oh yes. Damn, I must have missed you. I was on there later in the
Yeah,
night.
like,
We hopped in like
just
right.
listened
We
to it.
just finished up with Blaze, and then we hopped right on Chuck's podcast, and he brought up a comment or that with the live stream shows, it gives access to people who aren't allowed, not allowed, but who can't get that front row access, i.e., you working parents with kids, the handicapped folks who try to go to shows. Do you see yourself continuing to do a live stream show while you're performing for people
Out in the world.
while you're performing live?
Like
still
a live,
have that live stream show going too?
like a live stream concert, or
Like a live stream.
Ah.
So like say you're performing live at a concert at say Attack of the Ninjas. Would you consider still live streaming that to folks at home so that way they can still access it till if they can't be there live?
I definitely would. With me personally, I'm just going to speak for myself.
Yeah.
It would ultimately come down to, and what it does a lot of times, it comes down to like how hectic my day is, how much planning can go into it. Because ideally, it would be nice. Like when I'm at a show, when I performed in South Carolina, here's a good example. Attack of the Ninjas was more hectic and I didn't get a chance to. In South Carolina, I had a homie who, before I went on stage, I said, hey, take my phone, go to Instagram live stream the first 3 songs for people who can't be here.
Perfect.
I let them know that they can watch that. But at Attack of the Ninjas, there's so much going on. You know what I mean? I didn't have the crowd was so huge. I didn't even have that opportunity to find someone and be like, here, live stream this. But ideally, I would like to plan it out more to where it could be like people know. Like Replicon, for example. Replicon was live streaming Attack of the Ninjas from their YouTube channel.
Mhm.
That would be dope. That would be dope to be like, hey guys, I'm performing in Providence, Rhode Island this weekend. If you can't be at the show, go to my YouTube channel. You can watch the whole show there. The thing with that is now I'm thinking that could be beneficial, counter beneficial, because then some people might not go just because they don't have to.
Yep.
True.
I agree. I think
There's ups and downs to it, but it's definitely something I'm open to continue doing because I like the way that it goes. I like seeing the thing I like the most. I remember Dustin. Dustin came to my show in South Carolina and he streamed from the Magic Ninja page for a couple songs. And I remember seeing that and being like, yo, like 2,000 people watched his stream. So I'm like, yeah, we had like however many people here, 100 or so people here, but we had like 2,000 here if you think about it like that because of the power of technology.
Right. Well, the
So-
thing it opens up as well is it allows people who, if you have a show in, New Jersey, the people in California most likely aren't going to fly every single show,
Right.
or around the world. It's
Like
a worldwide thing streaming
Right.
is now, so it's
And
like,
and even if you charge, like you guys, like M&E did the For the Fan Fridays during quarantine, even at $15-$20 whatever to access that live stream was so worth it.
Yeah, it definitely was. To have something to do all night too, because all those live streams were
Yeah.
like a multiple hour event, and I
Just
watched
food.
every single one of them. Yeah.
Just food for thought, and just kind of curious where artist mindsets are at with keeping the live streams going, even though live shows are back.
Right. I know Fish, the band Fish, like they're still live streaming their sets because my mom is like big hippie, like into all that Grateful Dead and stuff. So she was going to this Fish concert, and then like before she left for the concert, she was watching the concert on YouTube. And I was like, we live in the future, bro. Like this is intense. Like,
it is
but the way theirs was set up was so dope. They had all the different camera angles, like
Right.
and it was just real professional. And that had me thinking, I was like, this might be like just the future of live music in general. Like every tour eventually has a live stream option that you can pay $20 to watch if you're not there.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I am all for it. For me, it's about just having the time and energy to get it done and get it handled,
Yeah, because it is a lot.
It's a lot
of work.
of work to go into it. Absolutely.
Because you're already setting up a show and trying to get your set ready and get your merch ready and this, that, and
Mhm.
third. And then it's like, oh, now let me get this digital aspect ready too.
Exactly. So you actually just brought up Providence, Rhode Island, where you will be in October for a
I will be.
day off.
October 11th, Gibby's day off, themed off of Ferris Bueller's day off. Everybody should come out. It is at Alchemy, I believe is the building.
Yes.
Yeah, it's at Alchemy in Providence, Rhode Island, which I hear is a super dope venue I have never been to.
Oh,
I've
it
never
is.
been there. It's going to be an all-day event. Like we're going to have like vendors, food, video gaming, all kind of shit. More artists to be announced. But yeah, October 11th is the flyer is on my Instagram. If you need any more information, you can hit up my Instagram or Facebook and check out the flyer we just posted. The flyer was themed exactly off of the Ferris Bueller thingy thing, and I thought that was funny as shit.
That's awesome. Definitely want to try and get out there. That'd be sick.
Yeah, stoked to see you out here. It is on a Monday, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think it's Columbus Day, right?
Oh, I might have that day off.
You might be
I might be off.
Son.
But anyway, you will see someone from the Hell Entertainment Camp down there making connections with you and chopping it up.
Amazing.
So before we wrap everything up here, I want to talk about Welcome to Illville.
Okay, I was like going to say that too.
Yes.
Wait, we got to talk about the album.
No, we're saving that for last. Welcome to Illville. Give us a scoop on that, drop date, all that good stuff.
All right, man. Welcome to Illville, coming September 17th. That is 2 Fridays from now, not this Friday, but the following. We got dope merch bundles available right now. We got beanies with glow-in-the-dark thread. We got glow-in-the-dark T-shirts and a dope-ass flag. All of the merch was designed by Justin Parker of Horrible Home Video, a.k.a. Killator of Corpse Circus, my right-hand man. We rolled out with the Goosebumps theme, which, one day at Horrorland, you got to understand, like, I am a 90s baby, so it's like, I really grew up reading this shit. So it's like, so many people are like, man, why the Goosebumps? I'm like, because that was my shit, bro.
Absolutely.
That was, that was my shit. So with that said, man, shout out to Justin Parker on all the fucking artwork, bro. The artwork is killer. Shout out to Charlie Beans and DJ Immaculate, who did all the production. Charlie Beans, Detroit dude right there. That's my homie. And DJ Immaculate is my New Jersey hometown homie. They're like my two main dudes when it comes to production, aside from Stir Crazy and Godsend. So I'm trying to think. Features, we got Yubi of Cess Crew up on that motherfucker, which I'm beyond hype about. One of my favorite rappers of all time. We got Simpra, who is a cat from New Zealand. I think a lot of people in our scene might not know of, but he is popping like in the SoundCloud world. This dude is from New Zealand. He spits rapid fire, and he's got a killer verse on the album. His name is Simpra SXMPRA. Got to spell that for people. So, but yeah, man, September 17th, the Pressure music video is out right now. A few of the singles are out right now, such as Word of Mouth, which just dropped. And I have another music video locked, loaded, ready to go when the album actually comes out. So I'm going to hold off on telling people what video that is. But there is another video. There's another video coming, and I almost spilled the beans, but I decided not to.
But you are dropping some acapellas until the album comes out, correct?
Absolutely. We dropped the first one, which you guys played at the beginning of this video. Thank you so much. Once a week for the next 2 weeks. So I guess that's 2 more weeks. Yeah. We're going to be dropping acapella videos at youtube.com/Gibby Stites of verses off the album. Just like little previews. You know what I mean? Give people some previews as to what the content is going to be like and whatnot. So we got that. And Shade 45. I just got to plug this real quick.
Yes. Shade 45.
Shade 45. I won the demo battle last week. Thank you so much to everybody who shared, who called, who listened, who even just sent some positive energy my way. Thank you so fucking much. Like, a lot of people listen to that station, and the fact that we were able to win the first week, they just hit me up and said, I'm going to be on this Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. This is exclusive news. I have not dropped this bomb yet. I'm going to give it to y'all first right here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Breaking news. This Tuesday, September 7th, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to Shade 45. They're going to be premiering a brand new song called 1-2 off of Welcome to Illville. Unreleased music being premiered for the first time. Listen, call in, vote for your boy, all that good shit.
You heard it here. You watched it here first.
The exclusive. I had to give y'all some kind of exclusive.
Hey, we appreciate that.
Yeah. We're super pumped for the album. Like you said, the artwork of it is dope. I love the whole theme with it. Definitely excited for this one.
Go get your pre-orders in at mnestore.com. Go get your pre-orders in from Bacon Boy over at gibbystites.com. Yes. Anyone you want to plug, shout out before we
man, I feel I shout out people like naturally as I'm talking throughout the whole interview. You know what I mean? So, but big time, man. Shout out to George Vlahakis. I hope I pronounce his last name right. I've known him for so long. And his last name so. But yo, man, real talk. Shout out to George. Shout out to Mike, Dustin, Beeve, Jamie, everyone over at Magic Ninja who just helps just fucking helps everything do what it does, man. Shout out to my home team, motherfucking Charlie Beans, DJ Immaculate, Justin Parker, Stir Crazy, Godsend. Shout out to Chuck Reeves hooking up that day off show. You know, he's managing that. So shout out to him. And man, I'm gonna forget people, dog. So just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all the Zooligans. Shout out to all the Juggalos. Shout out to all the Gibby lovers. Shout out to the Horror Squad and the Discord. That's it, man. Shout out to y'all too for interviewing me and for showing me a great time. I love y'all.
Oh, man, thank you for coming on this Sunday night and sitting with us. We appreciate it. You can check out the recap of the show, hellentertainment.com. All the links to Gibby. If you're a streamer, you can go check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music, Amazon Music, anywhere you can stream it in your car, or headphones, wherever you do it. Go check it out.
Just around you.
Exactly. And don't forget, we're giving away 2 copies of Bacon Boy over at Hell Entertainment YouTube page, youtube.com/hellentertainment666. Go there.
2 copies.
Subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're not going to be entered to win the comic book.
And you want to be entered to win this comic book.
And you also want to go over to GibbyStites.com and get that variant cover as well.
Yes, you absolutely do. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Illest Illuminati on the variant cover. That's the final shout out.
Love it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for listening to us go off about how dope Astronomicon was and Attack of the Ninjas. Definitely try not to miss that shit next year. I can't wait.
And head over to mnestory.com. Get those pre-orders in for Welcome to Illville. Gibby, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You,
much love, y'all. Yo, thank you for having me.
Of course, we will see you in October when you're here in Providence. And with that note, we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and we're back on a regular. Come on.